So you're interested in maintaining a low body fat percentage. And first I want to say congratulations, because you're ahead of the curve. Most guys only think about getting to a low body fat percentage. They don't think about what they're going to do to maintain that low body fat percentage. Now I want to define also the low body fat percentage, because for most men, what I've seen from the data, from personal experience working with so many clients and myself, is that let's say between 10 and 15%, that would be the range where most guys will be really happy with their physique, and that's maintainable, compared to something like a professional bodybuilder, like 6% body fat or something like that. It's really not sustainable for most people, especially as a natural lifter. You don't really have anything to do in those low body fat percentages. It's not going to be super sustainable. It's not going to be healthy for you. So we're really talking about between 10 and let's say 15% body fat, where it's that perfect balance between size, how lean you are, and just generally how well you feel and how healthy you are. So that's really what we're focused on. So in this video, I want to share with you a couple of strategies and really how to think like a person who is maintaining that level of body fat. So someone who's maintaining 10 to 12% body fat. I'm going to draw a lot from my personal experience, from some data, from working with a lot of clients, to really share with you a couple of strategies and things you need to know about staying lean. And none of this will be about supplements, by the way, no quick fixes, no random mainstream stuff. We're going to talk about the truth, what it really takes to maintain a lean physique as a natural lifter. And by the way, if you're new here, my name is Mario Tomic. If you'd like to learn more about fitness, nutrition, personal development, consider subscribing below and make sure to hit that bell icon to enable notifications for when new videos come out. And now let's dive into it. So the first thing that's gonna help you maintain a low body fat percentage long-term and really handle this area of your life is a heavy focus on skill and expertise. Actually becoming an expert at nutrition and training. Why not? Even if you're not a coach, why would you not want to learn nutrition and training? And you might be asking yourself that question, but guess what? 99% of methods and approaches out there are not sharing this information in the system with you. I went through certifications. I was told if I'm working as a coach with someone who's general population, that I should not teach them how to track their macros or how to design training programs or how to adjust things in their lifestyle, because they don't need to know that. I do not agree with that approach. Today, the approach I take with my clients is I bring their level of expertise almost to the level where mine is. And I do that because I know if these guys know exactly how stuff works, if they know the system in and out, they will be able to handle this for the rest of their lives. And you never ever want to avoid learning, because when you bring your skill level up, when you have your reference experiences up, you will be able to stick with things automatically because you practice those skills and you become really good at those skills over time, and those things become automatic and ingrained as habits. So you don't have to think about, macros and all these other things. Yes, initially it's harder to learn it this way that I'm suggesting is, you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone because a lot of stuff about nutrition that you got to learn. But long term, once you learn this stuff, it becomes something that you know. It's like riding a bicycle, and you got to handle for the rest of your life. I mean, this should be in the school system. They should be spending at least every week 2-3 hours on teaching people nutrition. This is such a critical aspect of life. I mean, you're eating every single day, you're putting stuff in your body, you have no idea what's going on. I mean, you can finish medical school right now, you basically get zero nutrition training. That's just silly to me. So this should be a part of standard education. Currently it's not. So we have to take responsibility to learn this stuff, become an expert. Even if you're not going to be a coach, you should know how to eat, how to train, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of your family. Maybe you have a family right now or plan to have one, or just your friends or people around you. You do need to know this stuff, and that's my approach. And I think the first most important thing is that skill and that expertise. Now, the second thing you want to focus on to maintain a low body fat percentage long term is using a habit building approach. And here's what I mean by that. When something becomes a habit, you don't rely on discipline, aka willpower, to get stuff done. You don't rely on motivation or inspiration to get things done. Things happen automatically. They're very easy to initiate and they keep happening, and they don't drain you as much because it is a habit. So you want to accelerate the process of building these habits, and how you do that is you have to set routines. You have to systematize your life to make it more repeatable and to make it more predictable. You want to create routines, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, for situations that keep occurring in your life that are similar. And most of our lives are predictable, and you want to systematize. You want to turn yourself almost in like a machine, like a robot where you're just executing. Because when you do that, you're basically putting a lot of these decisions that you would normally make, you're just putting this burden on the system instead of on your willpower or on your motivation. So you let that system take care of things instead of you managing things yourself. And that's the power of habits. And you speed them up by really focusing on this repetition. The faster, the more repetitions you can get, the faster a habit will be formed. So routinize things. Think about what are predictable situations in your life and just have, if this happens, then I'm gonna do that. If this happens, then I'm gonna do that. If I miss workouts here, then I'm gonna back it up by this workout. If I can't go to the gym at 6 a.m., here's the workout I'm gonna do later that evening when I have only 30 minutes of time. If I can't get this meal, then I'm gonna order from here and I'm gonna get this food. So you really have these if-then things that basically like a computer programmer, you're programming your own mind and your subconscious so you can just execute. And that's how you ingrain these habits. So you don't have to rely on willpower, discipline, or motivation, or inspiration to do things anymore. And that's the power of habit, and that's the power that will allow you to maintain a lean physique long term. Now, the third thing you want to do to make maintaining a low body fat percentage easier for yourself is you want to control your food environment, because your food environment has massive power over your eating behavior. If you're trying to maintain a lean body, a lean physique, a low body fat percentage in an environment that is consistently sending signals and you have temptations readily available in plain sight, easily available, chocolate, roasted, salted, peeled nuts, things like that that you can just grab and snack on, it's only a matter of when, it's not a matter of if you're gonna fall off track. So you gotta control your food environment, because that food environment is working against you or for you 24/7, 365. So it can work against you by consistently sending those signals, and you eventually will reach a point where you will give in because your willpower and your self-control will run out. Maybe it's the end of the day, you had a very long day, you end up overeating. But then again, when you set up your food environment in the right way, it will work for you all the time, because you just won't have those temptations there. So you can stick to your habits much easier, and you can set it up so it's flexible where you do eat out couple of times a week, where you can have dessert, you can have those foods, but they're just not available in the house, because you know that there's going to be that time when you're not going to have that self-control, you're not going to have that willpower, so you're not going to expose yourself and put yourself in that situation where you will fall off track. So you kind of think ahead of time, so you plan these things so you don't give in, and that's going to make maintaining a low body fat percentage a lot easier. I'm going to leave a video here at the end that's actually going to help you get lean and also stay lean. So check out that video. And then hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to give me a like and leave a comment below if you enjoyed it, if you have any kind of questions, and I will see you in that next video.